YouTube Studio is killing channels. The program that shows you almost any YouTube statistic you could possibly want to see sounds appealing, but it is not quite what it seems to be. But why does it kill channels? And why mostly smaller channels? I will explain every single reason for this, but why listen to me? Well, I've been uploading on this platform for more than 15 years, and I've sadly seen my own and channels around me die exactly because of what I'm about to explain, and I don't want it to happen to you. To better understand what's happening, let's first start with some advice from the platform's biggest creator.
Here's the thing, fuck stats. We're gonna make the best videos possible, and I'll get what I want if I do that.
So how do these words from Jimmy link to YouTube Studio killing channels? Well, just for a second, imagine you're a small creator. You've worked extremely hard and have spent every spare minute you have on your video. You launch it and then the statistics flop. Your dream of having a successful and fulfilling channel slowly starts fading and your sadness keeps growing. But you decide to not give up. Video after video flop and you don't understand why. Why does this happen to me? The system must be against me. It must be the algorithm's fault. Mr. Beast's advice, as simple as it might be, is something that's often forgotten, and the sad reality is, as insightful as YouTube Studio can be, these statistics are easily misunderstood and can be so demotivating for creators, especially smaller creators, easily leading to blaming everyone but themselves, saying YouTube is just luck, while killing their channel in the process. However, Mr. Beast has something else to say about this.
People can make excuses all they want and say it's just luck. It is a teachable skill. It's a learnable skill. You can study your way to consistently make viral videos, no matter how small your channel is, even if you have 0 subscribers.
Understanding this is a crucial part of not letting your channel die. Like Mr. Beast said, YouTube is a skill, and like with any skill, you can get better at it. Putting your focus on YouTube Studio puts your focus on numbers, demotivates you and steers you away from success. Don't get me wrong, it is an amazing tool if used and understood well, but even this in itself is a skill that even big creators are still trying to master. And let's just say your video does do extremely well. You see the stats and they put a smile on your face. Eventually you will upload a video that flops. Maybe it's your next one, maybe it isn't. But just as the videos that did well give you happiness, videos that don't do well give an uncomfortable sadness. It's a weird feeling seeing a precious creation of yours that in your mind was gonna do so well, already had 1 million views, is suddenly killed. The 50 views that once made you extremely happy are now a disappointment. So this is it. You start your redemption arc. I will succeed on this platform. Let's see why this earlier video of mine works so well, and let's create something similar. Now of course this thought pattern is not a bad thing as a whole, but what this often leads to is less experimentation, less authenticity, and steers you away from the true essence of this platform and why you started your channel in the first place. As sad as it is, YouTube Studio killing channels is a real thing, and more often than not happens unnoticed. It shifts the focus away from creating, turns your audience into numbers, and can even get you addicted to these statistics. This is what happened to me with my previous channel. I had a gaming channel which I never expected to blow up. I had never felt this happiness before, and from this point on I was completely glued to YouTube Studio. It was the first thing I checked when I woke up. How many new subscribers did I gain? Any more comments? Did this absolutely microscopic change in thumbnail increase my click-through rate? All this time spent on this program did not serve me at all, and this obsession ultimately led to the death of my channel. Studio makes it easy to be steered in the direction of following virality instead of building up a loyal audience. The thumbnail, title and editing that gets you the most views on one video might negatively affect your channel as a whole. Retention graphs are a great example of why these statistics don't tell the whole story. Let's say there's one part in your video where 5% of the people watching click off. Next time you learned your lesson and won't include this part. But what if the viewers that didn't click off at that part was the reason for subscribing? That was the reason for laughing. That was the reason for liking you as a creator. You won't know these things from simple graphs and numbers. But of course you want the best possible stats for each video and your channel. But that doesn't change that the best path you could take is putting your focus on learning to create better content. I know this sounds vague, hard, and maybe a bit scary. So how do you tackle this? Like Mr. B so confidently said, focus on making better videos. Don't overcomplicate it. make a video, next video improve one thing, a smoother intro, next video improve another thing, animated subtitles. The one after that use cooler transitions.
We're gonna be blowing up this tablet.
Apply this strategy in a way that fits your tempo and style. You can take simpler and smaller steps or make a big list of improvements each time. But just know that as long as you keep taking steps in the right direction, you will end up at a point where you're able to create content you are happy with and that is successful. The beautiful thing is keeping the process of creating better content simple means anyone can do it, and if this is where you put your focus, the results, or in this case views, will follow. It is illogical to have views or subscribers as a goal. This should be the reward of a goal. Put your focus on creating. See YouTube success as having made a better video than your last. If someone asks, "Hey, how is your YouTube channel doing?" Don't just say numbers. Put the emphasis on the fulfillment of creating better videos than your old self. So what can you do with all this information? YouTube Studio is a great tool that you should certainly use. But make sure you don't get obsessed, addicted, or develop tunnel vision. These statistics are not all there is to this platform. Put the focus back on creating. And as a final advice, I'd say, take specific times to reflect on the statistics. Preferably after you've already started on your next piece of content, and try looking at these statistics objectively, even when they're good. Get your happiness and fulfillment from the satisfying feeling that you made something better than last time, not from numbers. And please, keep your channel, dream, and vision living.
I just loved being a YouTuber. I enjoyed it, and it was just what I wanted more than anything. Like even if I had 10,000 subscribers to this day, I'd still be making videos.